Hello everybody, Mark here. Alright, so the news this morning, obviously it's the Champions League qualifiers. The draw's been done, and it's Panathinaikos, Greece. The boys will be in Greece. So the first leg's at home, which probably for the best. Panathinaikos, obviously, I'm not following them too closely. Neither are any of us, I'd imagine, unless we know a wee Greek guy somewhere. But they finished third in the Greek league. It's hard to say, Greek league. Third. And I think who finished first? It was Olympiacos, was it not? And then AEK, possibly Desser's new home. And then, obviously, Panathinaikos. Rui Vitoria's the manager, plays a 4-4-3. We'll obviously break them down a wee bit more as we get closer to the date in July. It's either going to be the 22nd or the 23rd. That's not been announced yet. But look, here's the deal. Probably the more difficult of the teams that we could have been drawn with. But it is what it is, eh? I mean, if you want to play in the Champions League, you have to get in and you're stuck in these qualifiers. You've got to get through them. And it doesn't really matter who ends up on the other side. You've just got to play them and see what happens. That's basically pre-season games. Very valuable pre-season games, mind you, but it is what it is. Both teams will be in their pre-season, so we can't really use that as an excuse. Hopefully, I mean, we're more than a month away. Fairly enough time to get up to speed. We'll see how many new players get in. We'll see how things look. But that's it. We knew this day was coming. We knew the draw was coming. We know match day's coming for those qualifiers. And I think the fan base gets quite split on the Champions League, especially in our state at the moment. I think the state of your club, for me, the focus should be the league. Obviously, the money of the Champions League is vitally important, and it's where we want to be. But I think if you put a gun to my head and you ask me, where am I putting all my effort? Where's all my focus? It has to start with the league. But the thing about the qualifier is the league will not have started yet. So maybe we can put a wee bit extra priority at least on this first round of qualifying ties. And then look, then you get into the debate, we get through this, and then you have a whole other conversation because now you are sort of getting closer to the league season and where do you put your effort. But look, Panathinaikos first is an expensive pre-season tie. And we'll just see what happens. Look, everybody will be putting their best efforts in to get through the tie. And I think it's possible. I seen a couple of things this morning that said it would be a miracle or luck for Rangers to get through this first qualifying round, and I think that's silly. And look, here's what's funny, the headlines like that and people say stuff like that, and it was the same last year with like Fenerbahce and that. When we do pass these wee tests with flying colours, nobody's feet are held to the fire, are they? They just get to say another stupid headline for the weekend or for the next round of games. And maybe we'll do some of that this season. Maybe we'll start holding some people accountable for what they say. Which, say what you want. Look, I live in America. Free speech, totally, I'm in, right? But free speech doesn't mean there's no accountability. We can talk about your free speech. We can talk about what you say. And I mean, I just think if you're running around saying it would take a miracle, it'd be pure luck if Rangers get past Panathinaikos, and then we win the tie 4-1 on aggregate or something, we should probably be talking about that. So we'll see. We could end up losing the tie 4-1 as well, by the way. So, no, I don't think so. But it'll be interesting, and we'll see the state of the team when we get there. I'd have to look at the schedule. I'm not sure there's actually there has to be one of the pre-season matches, or there'll be some sort of kickabout before the qualifier. I've just not got it in front of me. It's 8:30 in the morning here at the moment, in Chicago. Sunny Chicago at the moment, but it was thunderstorming and all of this last night. So, but that's it. Very exciting. The new season's coming. Normally I'm a bit grumpy in the summer because there's no sort of football talk. But this summer's different, obviously, for Rangers because the changes and the excitement and what's going to happen next for the team and what's going to happen next for all of us who are about to dig in this season and see what happens. So that's it. Wee quick one this morning. I might come back and maybe do another wee video later. But for the moment, the Champions League qualifier, and to be honest, I'll do this when I pop off here. I've not really looked at the rest of the qualifying draw to see. I just wanted to see where we ended up and who we ended up with. I had a feeling last night when I looked at it before I went to my bed that it would be Panathinaikos, and it was. So that will be that. Let's see what happens. But anyway, thanks a lot for watching these again, getting some good initial contact out of these videos. So if you could do me a favour and just like them and subscribe to the channel here, that would help me a lot. And I'm always open for taking topics as well. We'll just see how this goes. It's fun making them. It's not too much bother, and it's thoughts that are in my head anyway and words that come out my mouth anyway. So might as well just throw them on video and see if you want to listen to me run my sewer about Rangers for 10, 15, 20 minutes a day. I'm sure you are watching a lot of other Rangers content as well. There's a lot of really good content, isn't there? So I'm just trying to add to that and do well, do a good job, and put good information out there and start good discussion and maybe be thought provoking a wee bit or something. I don't know. But that's it for now. Until the next one, I'm Mark with my wee thoughts. And again, just give me a wee like and subscribe and maybe send it to somebody, post it somewhere so we can get the numbers up a wee bit. And we'll go from there. Alright, till the next one. Bye bye.